As we continue our discussion of the instructions that God delivered to the Israelites at Mount Sinai, we learn some interesting things. And before we jump in, let's remind ourselves of the context. God had taken the Israelites out of Egypt, brought them to Sinai with the intention of revealing himself to them, and then inviting them into this covenantal relationship where he would be their God and they would be his people. And so he sets up expectations for what that relationship entails, including keeping the Sabbath day holy. So as you open up Exodus chapter 35, you will see some instructions about how to keep the Sabbath day holy. Well, next there are a number of instructions about building the portable tabernacle, the portable temple. So before the Israelites made it into the Holy Land and built the temple at Jerusalem, they actually had a very large tent that was considered the sacred temple for them. And in this chapter, we get instructions about how people should bring all the best that they have of their time, talents, labor, and resources to support the construction of this beautiful tabernacle. And if you look closely at Exodus 35, you'll see the list of all these fine things, these stones and workmanship that God is looking for. And what I really love about how this concludes in Exodus 36, verse 7, is that people were so overjoyed and over anxious to give back of what God had actually given them. For all resources we have truly only come from God. Here's actually what God had to say unto the people through Moses. Okay, verses 5 and 6. And they spake unto Moses, saying, the people bring much more than enough for the service of the work, which the Lord commanded to make. And Moses gave commandment, and they caused it to be proclaimed throughout the camp, saying, let neither man nor woman make any more work for the offering of the sanctuary. So the people were restrained from bringing. What I love about it is how the people were so anxious to contribute the cause of building the kingdom of God that they, I sense, in some sense, overdid it, that the prophet had to ask them to say, it's time to restrain yourselves and to hold back. And it encourages me to want to give more, to do more to build the kingdom of God, until I hear from God or his prophets, actually, Taylor, you've done enough, and actually it's time to pause all these extended efforts you've made. I don't think I'm there yet. So wherever you are in your life, you might ask yourself, what gift am I giving to building the kingdom of God? Do I do it with the joy and excitement that these ancient Israelites did? And are we willing to be patient so we can also hear, as we heard from the words of Moses, well done, thou good and faithful servant. That's what I hope for, and I believe that all of us can receive that blessing from the Lord as we diligently participate in building the kingdom of God.